come out to get some strawberries.
How are they looking?
They're wonderful.
Sounds like the chickens want some.
They can have some if they're overripe. And
Yeah, they get all the overripe ones. But
here's one.
yeah. Whoever's standing up here gets it. Come on. He's over here. We have, this is our second year of this crop. And we trimmed them back about 4 months ago, and they started blooming right at the end of May. Deanna's already made a ton full of strawberry jam, jelly. There. There's another handful.
Let me put it through there. Wait a minute. There you go.
You just have to dig through and find them. But it's worth the effort. And even though we did trim them back a couple months ago, you can see how prolific they are. They just send out these runners and have actually grown in this decomposed granite, which is not really earth, it's just rock. And it's only about 1 inch deep. But they want to root themselves, so we kind of left them go to see what they do. Here, Deanna's got a prize over here.
No, I've got an overripe one.
Is that for the chickens?
This was for the chickens.
All right.
I'm gonna go feed them in their pen now.
Oh, it's dripping.
Oh, this is just... We have a good crop of tomatoes this year. We have Celebration, Champion, and Early Girl, which, of course, is the first one to have any tomatoes. So they're just we have our cherry tomatoes. These are growing good too. Most of them come off a little branch in a clump of 5 or 6 tomatoes, and occasionally we have this, where one clump starts and all of a sudden it just keeps going. There's 2 actual branches of 6 tomatoes each. I've never seen that before. This one I cut off. Maybe I should just let it grow and see how many bunches get on it. Maybe we'll try that next time. Here's our one cucumber plant. There's some little ones just starting here, growing among our onions. And underneath our bird feeder, that's what all this black stuff is. It's just bird seed, Niger seed.
Yeah.
Ah, there's a couple of nice ones starting. We've already picked, I think, 3 of these that were nice size. And another one. This is just one cucumber plant, but it's grown all over here. Kind of interesting. Keep cleaning up the birds. Well, here's our first zucchini plant. We've already gotten 4 or 5 of them off. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, and a little one here, and another one down there. We have another plant there just starting. Or 1.5 little crookneck squash. It's trying.
One of the things we did this year was to raise the beds up. We call this our senior version of the garden. We had one 2x12 depth of soil, which was about 12 inches. But with the amount of compost we use, and it keeps settling, so we decided to add another row and this seat on here, so now we can sit down, reach right into the garden and do things. The one mistake I made was that we have a local material supplier down here at the bottom of the hill who said he had really great amended topsoil. Well, we brought the topsoil home, and it amounted to 5 yards, which is actually almost 10 truckloads, because of half a yard in each load, to fill these beds up to the top. Well, shortly after we got the tomatoes planted, and even the just everything in general just didn't seem to be doing very well, and they ended up very stunted. So Deanna and I actually took out a lot of the soil around the plants so we could take out, and we amended it with our own product, which is our own compost and some actual bags of potting soil from the nurseries, which helped immensely. Everything seemed to pick up, come back to life, and although our production is not quite what we want, the tomatoes did well. The cucumbers seem to be picking up now, and even the beans and the zucchini, which she showed you earlier. So we live and learn. Next year it'll be much better, because we've got a 3 by 3 by 3 area of compost back there, which will be all amended into this soil as soon as the summer's over. Well, you've seen the garden. Some people debate whether it's worth it to put all that effort into raising vegetables for yourself. So let's take a look and see what Deanna's preparing for breakfast. So Deanna's using our farm fresh eggs from our chickens. You can notice the golden color of them. These are just a day or maybe 2 days old at the most. But they're really a beautiful color, different from the store-bought ones.
Lou made me a little herb garden right outside the back door, so we have herbs anytime we want them. Here we have a little oregano, some rosemary, and basil. So we're going to take that and chop it all up. Well, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil here. Saute the onions and bell peppers. Before we add the eggs. Be back in about 5 minutes. Now that these are sauteed a little bit, looks like it's time to add the egg. We'll let them cook a little bit before we turn them. That'll be pretty interesting. Look good to you, Lou?
Excellent. Can't wait.
Okay, just so you're happy. That's all that counts. Maybe a little salt and pepper. Just to make them look pretty. And there are people that are going to be saying, you never add salt and pepper while you're cooking them. Oh, we don't care. We just want to taste good. Maybe just a few herbs while they're cooking. And we can add some on top when it's finished. That's always good. Do you believe Lou would call these finished? So, turn off the heat, and we're ready to eat. Voila. Fit for a king. Well, are you hungry?
I'm starving. This has been the hardest part of shooting this video, is waiting to eat, watching you cook. But it was well worth the effort there. It came out beautifully. You can see some of our fruit here. These are the navel oranges that we grow, the Valencia oranges, which we use for orange juice. The navels are sliced up. They're beautiful eating oranges. The tomatoes from the garden you saw Deanna grooming. The strawberries you saw us picking. What else do we have? The herbs from the herb garden, bell peppers, some more avocado. One of the things that we didn't show outside was the grapes growing. This is actually grape jelly that she made from last year's harvest. I wanted to show you the strawberry jam, but somehow in the last 3 weeks, it all got eaten. So, I can only recommend gardening, especially if you're retired and you have the time to devote to it. But otherwise, it's really worth the effort. And the best part of it is, like they say on the cooking shows, enjoy. And living in San Diego, wonderful, dear, wonderful. Skull. Wonderful. Just absolutely great.